NIGMA. I know previous NIGMA. I don't remember the last time I saw the ball alive.
Really just can't walk into this lane, and Shibe was already giving Tidehunter that he was successful with previously is going to have an even easier time. Instead, Eki just wanting to get up in Miracle's face and bully him, and he might be successful.
Miracle? Oh, is he going to die? Eki goes for the tether regen. Eki finds first blood, and dude, what's going on bottom? Like, you bring out all the sustain, you bring out the resources, and you're still going to end up dying. Top lane. Looks like we are going to see the banishment into Remnant combo, so nicely done from NIGMA. They're going to be able to strike back in quick fashion, but of course, a little bit difficult for him. But yeah, as we're seeing in regards to the CS, Samael having a great time. 23 and 6, probably expecting. Looking to get pretty aggressive as well with the offensive glyph. Nice sidestep. Samael might be able to turn it back around, but the Dragon Slave, it's going to be up in time. Samael finds his solo kill. The spell's going to be there with the banishment to set up for the LSA. Pretty difficult kill to get onto Eki.
They're going to be able to get a kill going back the other
poison.
way. Yeah. Old Talisman. So, I feel like this is the sort of game where you can afford
Miracle.
to do that.
Stormstormer with a roll in, but it's not a full distance roll, so Miracle has enough time for GH to be able to respond, and with the Afterburner sets himself in a position where he is not going to be in trouble first.
Miracle might even be going for a little bit of a dive here onto Jibe.
They are really pushed up. Like, can they punish this? If you're Avulus, Seneca's going to attempt to TP down. You've got Stormstormer starting to run as well. Miracle wanting to turn it back around, but without the IO bonus movement speed, they're going to be able to catch up to the Giant. NIGMA just... That's the knife from Eki. Power runes up once again. 10 seconds. Both side. Let's see if we're going to get some cores rotating, though. Have started to see that lately at this stage of the game. Should be fine. Laguna Blade magnetized in turn as well. Stormstorm actually feel like he's going to be able to get the roll in, but you've got GH with the bonus health. Samael should be finding our noob as well with the rotation. There are the cores that they need from NIGMA to get the return kills. It's going to be a 1-for-1, but it looks like we should get some supports that go down as well with another round of the Astral Sept. Seneca has a big one. He's fine, but it looks like it's going to be the damage coming through from Omar that should tick him out to the poison and NIGMA.
He's going into the drums, so really interesting thing from a position. One of the aspects of the chop shop innate ability. Hold on.
Banishment. Into the relocate here. Stormstorm is able to get the roll away. Meanwhile, Eki, though, caught inside the river. Omar should probably tick out to the magnetize. Now, Noob did commit in, and they're going to have a Ravage coming out shortly from Jibe. It's going to be the last second that clips onto Multiple. Samael has been left behind, however, with a TP out. Unfortunately, Stormstormer not having the roll back up. Not maxed out just yet.
Look at this protection
again. Can Avulus punish the greedy positioning from NIGMA? They are hitting a tier 1 tower with 2 heroes. Miracle split away from the Iro, and I mean, they're going to be licking their lips any day of the week if Avulus are going to be able to find these 2 heroes in a position like that. They know that no one on NIGMA is going to be nearby to connect.
I was wondering if they might be considering the Laguna Blade onto Stormstormer, but really just comes down to how badly do these teams want to protect their towers. I would say top tower for NIGMA Galaxy, by far the most important.
Well, they want to protect bottom. Yep. Yeah, NIGMA tipping multiple heroes down. They're going to try and chase Zippe. Looks like a free kill. Now, can they do anything quick off the back of this as well? Because they got the relocate. Looking for the top lane potentially. Noob trying to go for Eki. Looks like they'll secure the kill, but now with the roll in as well. Nice use. He's going to be able to get out of danger here, but still Stormstormer is ready to go. Finally, we're going to get the relocate out, and Stormstormer is going to eat the full charge of the flak cannon. There is an egg over the right side. NIGMA forced to turn. Can they stay alive until the relocate comes back into their favor? And that'll be the case. They are out of trouble. Wait. Oh, and he ticked out as well to the poison on Stormstormer.
He did. It's going to be big, big danger for them, so they want to try and close out this game, or at least limit his farming space before it gets to that stage.
Some room snipe, unfortunately. GH not going to get that, and also stop the buzzer from Stormstormer. So we even have Samael almost getting solo killed by Eki.
Not almost.
I mean, are we serious? This dude's Bat Rider. Yeah, give him some tips. Well deserved from Eki. Miracle's going to be able to cut off the escape avenue, but oh my god, dude.
Have to see if he gets the Philosopher's Stone. Hold up, we're seeing a little bit of an invade here coming through from Stormstormer with the shield runes, so he should feel pretty confident.
going to be cancelled on the high ground, but the burst potential, Samael just blows him up.
Ravage.
A potential for a good team fight here from NIGMA. Jibe posturing aggressively in the river's got the Ravage ready to go. Hasn't casted it just yet, waiting for Smiling Knight to enter the team fight as well, because the Bristol's going to be pumping in the damage they need to get these kills. Sidestep with the miss on the road. Now Stormstormer's committed pretty deep. Nico knows this, they turn it. Instantly back around, capitalizing on the opportunity. Down goes the mid. Looks like NIGMA. So they want to go back in. Samael trying to get in range for the LSA, but Seneko steps out. You're still going to be cautious about this Smiling Knight Bristleback. He's got that with how even this game is, and no one has a massive lead at the moment. So if we get there where it's a pretty even net worth, do we feel like one side's going to be a bit more favored?
Hold on. They're going to be able to get a quick kill onto Eki. I still think...
They are smoking down, actually, from AVULUS.
Yeah,
Are they wanting to try and commit to the team fight? Stormstormer gets a great initiation from the Shadow Demon, taking away an important support to NIGMA's team fight. Now they're going to be able to isolate Miracle as well, but the sustain from GH, it's not enough to be able to keep Miracle alive with the relocate far too late. And Samael is now going to be the next target from them. They'll chase down a secondary core as NIGMA try and take the fight to AVULUS, but we've seen multiple times now they've postured far too aggressive in this bottom lane.
4 heroes, essentially, that can fulfill that role. And look at how much they're playing around this
posturing aggressively onto Miracle. They don't really have everyone nearby on NIGMA as well. Oh, the banishment with the jump in stops the bat lasso. It looks like, unfortunately, Shadow Demon is just going to be the only casualty. Probably something that you're happy about for NIGMA, considering not everyone was here. It does mean they lose the area control and another member being GH's life off the back of the return to the reload.
Got the BKB now, 9 seconds, going straight into the Lincoln Sphere after the fact. He just needs to be playing on the front line consistently, and he's going to do that to try and defend this tier 2 top lane. Smiling Knight's going to die.
Smiling Knight actually looking like he's going to be blown up. NIGMA now looking to try and continue the chase. Unfortunately, no one there to be able to stop the TPR. I was going to ask a question shortly if we felt like NIGMA were going to have some damage issues on Smiling Knight, because we've seen him posturing really aggressively through the past 5 minutes, but I guess...
Ward preemptively placed down in the lane that the creeps ended up getting.
Stormstormer. Look at the invis. So much information that the Earth Spirit is providing them. I thought he saw GH run to the right side as well. A little bit away for the gyrocopter. Jibe's not going to mess around with the Ravage. Clipping over the Shadow Demon in the back, and look at the attention they're putting onto Omar. They will be able to get the Shadow Demon. Importantly, the relocate does get Miracle out of danger. So they save the carry, but again, it's going to be both supports that go down.
Are they coming back? It's just...
No.
Omar's inventory and saying, hey, he just bought this. He doesn't have buyback. Otherwise, they might have looked to try and contest that team fight with that. It's that high ground push that we were talking about.
They got the lasso, Samael. Eki on the Batrider once again, dude. He's got a BKB playing on the high ground. Omar looks like going to try and hope and pray that no one from AVULUS run up for the Wisdom Room, but that's not going to be the case. So now, once they get a glimpse of him, now NIGMA are actually going to try and protect the Shadow Demon. They're going to be a little bit too late to do so, but the Supernova on the backside, NIGMA will be able to address this. Keep in mind, Ravage is on cooldown as well, so a big ultimate from AVULUS they do not have to work with. But they're probably, honestly, I mean, you get a buyback out of the Shadow Demon, you're going to get out with a fight where you don't have Ravage. Get out.
Mech?
Big wandering mech? Oh. Maybe? Okay, never mind.
Well, being popped by NIGMA Galaxy, so they really want one of these team fights to happen. There, they spot out the Earth Spirit, but...
Smoke's gonna pop, Stormstormer.
Go.
They're actually gonna go on the Earth Spirit, probably happy with forcing out a BKB. The silence is there in time. Noob's gonna be able to respond with his own. Turns the gold and he's okay. Eki steps potentially a little bit too far forward with the Remnant, drags him back inside the river.
Miracle.
Jibe's gonna try to get the jump in. Look at the burst. He's gone. The support.
Relocates.
They weren't close enough.
Nope.
And now, it's just an all-out retreat from NIGMA. Hopefully they're going to be able to cut their losses. Unfortunately, with the relocate, it's coming back. They've also been able to run into Noob. Astro steps up in a couple seconds. He just has to go for the kill.
Are they going to fight this?
Held into place thanks to the Ag Shard from Jibe. Where is Samael? Tries to get the combo out. It's onto the Blade Mail target, but the damage, is he going to tick out? Earthspell with the roll. Minimal health surviving. Omar will get the tick, but he will be sent to the grave. That's a dieback on the Shadow Demon. We are seeing, though, Smiling Knight. So both sides recognize the importance of this fight, getting closer and closer together with the smoke popping. Smiling Knight He's going to charge forward.
Noob.
There's that vision up on the high ground. Ever so important to try and get the information to take the team fight. It's a big Laguna. They're going to take the Batrider out of the equation, but still over the right side. Jimmy's ready to go with the second Ravage. Down goes Samael. It's up to Miracle to be able to turn the team fight, with the A going down once again, but Miracle doesn't have the iron to buff him up, and Smiling Knight recognizes this. He gets the relocate out. No way. GH at the last second keeps Miracle alive. The president is out. Unfortunately, again, the IO will take a bit of a tumble.
Oh.
No way. Yeah, okay.
Just for him being caught out. Noob.
Actually, Stormstormer. It's going to run into Noob inside the triangle. Looks like Shadow Demon's going to be caught up to as well, so going to be able to find one. Unfortunately, it's not that more valuable kill they're hoping for from AVULUS. NIGMA.
Miracle, it's a ballsy move if he did commit for the lane. It doesn't look like he's going to, having to defend against this push.
Oh, they might be able to... Oh, no, he got the turnaround at the last second. So Laguna Blade wasn't enough. Still Stormer's stuck inside with the base. The BKB, the lasso though, drag back on Miracle. Is he going to be taking up the Ravage? It comes through, but the BKB was there in time for Miracle. Now with the turnaround, Egg is gone as well. And AVULUS, first team fight we have seen where the spells have not been perfectly together. This is now giving a big opportunity. NIGMA, they need to capitalize, but Miracle, has he gone too far? Trying to man-fight the Bristleback, and he's going to be successful by the looks of it, but the late game Bloodstone, Smiling Knight, he'll back up, trying to look for the TP out. They're not going to get him. Refresher on cooldown.
Yep.
Potentially Supernova for a little bit as well. They are wanting to go and get some more objective damage. So a big opportunity for NIGMA to strike a blow into AVULUS. Noob, jump in, run the back with Samael. Not going to be able to get in range for the burst. Now Noob is committed inside the base, but he's okay. Instead, they're going to turn towards Stormstormer, who's stuck in the middle of it all. Stormstormer's got no buyback. They're losing everyone. AVULUS, what is going on? The Bristol has been pivotal for them so far in these fights, but he's going to have to do it with a numbers disadvantage. He's not even going to be able to do it.
And
what?
That might just be it. They don't
Two
have
fights?
Scores. Yep, 2 fights. That's all it takes, where the supports are able to do whatever the hell they want. Shibe barely able to get away, and he just calls GG without being able to get to the fountain. So you just see the difference coming through there, right? Where those key targets, and they're able to run. Nope, still that. So horrible
this
this
is
game,
what that
actually.
NIGMA can play with. Smiling Light. If he runs down, they're going to get a wraparound from Mag. They can walk back up the stairs and now look for the skewer to put it even more of an awkward position for the Razor. It's not even going to matter. Shockwave leveled up, and it's going to be first blood. And NIGMA, it's going to be a big advantage for them to play in the lane.
You know, it's just so hard to walk into a Keeper of the Light this early on. And honestly, even a Gyrocopter, right, probably has one of the better ultimates.
Actually TPing down Samael, so looking to make it go early on. Level 6 online here for the Coddle. They actually want to try and put their attention over towards the Razor. They bump him out of the blast, which might be costly. Smiling Knight, unfortunately, not able to get the kill onto Noob. Now forced to go for Omar, but we just was hoping to bring someone in the grave with him before he dives. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, off the screen, we actually got a double kill top lane from NIGMA. Oh, Shibe. Gonna be okay. Gonna be a little bit cautious how far you move now. Stormstormer was able to pick up an arcane rune. Does actually activate it instantly and look to go towards bottom with the skewer. Omar, it is as good as gone, so...
It's going to be on the back of the storm. So, speaking of, we're actually getting a TP down here from Samael. Will he be able to stop this invasion?
The wisdom rune. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana though, is Stormstorm. Is actually going to look for the kill. What's going on? What's that thought, bro? Stormstorm, I mean, oh, there's some crazy stuff. You try and get incredibly aggressive to steal the wisdom rune away, but
they've been able to recover his game somewhat. He was.
Lane Samael is going to show, and now with the zip to the back climb, they've got the Vortex to hold him inside for the Solar Guardian. It's an attempt at the skill, but the Flame Break stops it short. It's actually not going to work in Radiant's favor because Noob just shops with the combo, but the charge in. It is perfect. Great involvement out of the Primal Ds. Coming through. Massive importance then from NIGMA. 4 heroes. This will hopefully secure the tower, maybe even a power rune as well.
Fortunately for him, not able to protect Samael's life. If so, I feel like they might have even continued this pressure forward. With Samael dying,
greedy, though.
He TP's back in. He's got a vessel charge.
To try and get some pressure onto the tower. That's a great Echo. Some Sinecro's going to be in, and yet NIGMA, they overstay their welcome. Noob tried to do the same thing, but he cannot replicate the success we saw from him in the previous team fight as NIGMA. They, in turn, give a massive victory over to see that Storm Spirit is able to convert.
Becky. Speaking of converting.
Boys around him. Skill up, keeps him inside range. Still, there's going to be an attempt to protect him. RP, it's not good enough. Omar's going to go down for the bag. Gyrocopter looking to charge in the middle. They do a good job to split away from AVULUS, which really could have looked like a worse outcome from them with the
easily able to rejoin this one, and I'm sure NIGMA Galaxy are conscious of this, so that's why they're looking to try and once again open up that map and make things a little less obvious, although we get
not another repeat. GH, I mean, you've got the relocate, but is it going to happen once again with the Glimmer Cape trying to keep Miracle alive? Great blinding light. Samael able to keep Miracle alive, gets the reposition, pushing away the side of AVULUS, and we were very close to getting a repeat where NIGMA stick around for a little bit too long, get greedy on the tier 1 push. They're still going to be here to maybe keep the eye alive, but Stormer with the timing of the Vortex, make sure there is no zip away. Now, Noob, this is a difficult hero to bring down. Seeing this early Glimmer Cape from Samael really catch them off guard. Now, Noob, maybe going to look for the Pulverize. It's going to give Samael a free opportunity to use the spells from the outskirts. Stormer tries to do his best, but a zip into the TP out. Stormer, whoa, that was close. Miracle almost showcasing the raw damage burst early with that rocket barrage, but we are having so much action in the mid lane, and we're not done just yet.
Looking to try and go for more. He's pretty speedy. Might be able to catch up to Smiling Knight here.
Eki does his best to disrupt, but the lasso drags him away. Still, Samael is locked onto his target, and nothing is going to pull him off the razor. Stormer is back in with a fresh Manipul to work with. Zips over towards Miracle. They are going incredibly deep, but NIGMA not respecting AVULUS at all. It is an absolute bloodbath in the middle game. 14 minutes in, both sides are not judged them with the action. We saw Solar guard him almost last minute ago when he's back up, and Jibbe trying to do whatever he can inside the team fight. Stormer's going to be able to isolate the Coddle. Noob charging off the back of the respawn, protecting the Coddle as best as he can, but the slow's going to be there. Eki tries to jump over the cop, almost dying to the Pulverize. Even Smiling Knight's back alive. What in the world is going on in this game?
I want a timer on that. Where did that team fight start? It felt... They're not done. 10 seconds away from the lasso as well, and Eki's got the Blink Dagger. So they want to try and find out who might be able to pick off. Omar, he's going to be the one. They know that RP isn't available, so this should be a freebie.
Yep, get the go.
And still only a dust onto... Hold on, Jibbe is dead.
Okay. Yeah, Jibbe's dead. Relocate in to get the kill. Does mean that
where did they relocate
as well.
from?
I thought it was the triangle.
Okay. Is that stomp that you're talking about?
Starting to set up... Oh, they actually ran into Samael. Over the outskirts, Samael wasn't expecting the positioning, but GH
here.
Tries to freshen up the resources. Samael is going to be canned yet, with Miracle showing up. It's a nice Storm Snake is going to make him work for the kill. Importantly, just gets everyone out. They're actually sticking around, though. AVULUS maybe trying to defend their Observer?
I think so. Be mindful of this RP, though.
Stormer onto Omar, but again, you're not addressing GH. The IO's keeping anyone alive. Noob went in where the rest of the team wanted to disengage, and now Smiling Knight protected with the PKB. There's nothing that he really needs to worry about. Miracle doesn't have the damage at the moment, but once the golden protection has expired, they can now look to go in and clean up AVULUS on the retreat with a TP out. Oh, Smiling Knight.
They want more.
Great heads-up play from him. Pretty good in the net worth. I feel like the big one is... I mean, Miracle is top. We've seen, speaking of Miracle, zip in, Storm so much. You go for the Iron, you go for the Gyrocopter. That's where Eki comes in. That is perfect. The vision from AVULUS, and finally, they strike into the hearts of NIGMA, dealing with the carry, the person on top.
That's the power of having a fed Storm Spirit, right? You talk about the strength against the Keeper of the Light, but Stormer has to be a little careful. Going up against Samael, but looks like that bottom room. And
he gets a D-ward speaking of GH.
It's not quite in range. It's going to take a second
It
one.
is now, but unfortunately it's taking a little bit too long for him to D-ward, so they're going to get the kill. And there's a neutral item there as well that they're going to snag. I don't know whose that is.
I don't know if they see it either.
Do you want to pick it up?
Might not see it. It's under a
Okay,
ward.
we don't see it. And now they see them instead. Blink reveal from Omar. The instant response is going to be out for the Solar Guardian. Is it going to be enough to keep Smiling Knight alive? You bet it is. BKB in the turn, but they are lacking the damage. Decent with the RP into Skewer out of range. We'll have to see maybe being able to follow him with the ultimate can be of value. Skewer Orchid's out. Here comes that Solar Guardian. Is the bonus health enough to keep him alive? No, it's going to tick out to the Orchid. Now, do you still want to force the fight afterwards if you're Avulus? Because you are down some numbers. The Razor is not here, and this means it's going to be all NIGMA. Good for 2, potentially a 3rd.
What do they want? Yeah, they want Smiling Knight instead, surely.
Yeah, they're trying to go for him, but I think
they got
the LP. Omar actually in a position to be able to get the first little bit of control, and that is all they need afterwards.
You got to remember that sort of thing is still probably going to happen once that BKB is completed, right? You've got the RP and the Pulverize that are going to go through that. Seems like it. They want to try and catch Samael as he looks to try and deal with this one, and they do catch.
And they're going to do so. Lasso is there, and they're going to have to burst before the response comes out. Samael is surprisingly tanky with the Glimmer, but it's not enough. NIGMA can still force the team fight, but Avulus sits a retreat. Smiling Knight BKB out, but meanwhile, that means that you're going to leave some stragglers behind as NIGMA. Or you actually get out on Jibbe, so Solar Guardian gets him to ground. Do they want to still force the issue?
I think the big thing is just making sure they're able to reliably get into these next item timings. TP interrupt?
Not a bad zip in. Omar. Yep, TP interrupt. Miracle's going to try and run over towards Smiling Knight. Keep in mind, they know the Razor's BKB is over, but they're just taking this fight incredibly uncoordinated at the moment. They are not helping their supports, and that's going to cost them dearly. Miracle trying to fight with Jibbe. Jibbe gets the BKB. He's stuck on the low ground, in fact, so Noob able to help secure the kill with the Pulverize. 2 for 2 in the end, and okay, but they actually want to take a fight here. Radiant, they're coming down, but I believe Die have a ward on the right side, so it's going to give them some information on how they want to take the team fight. Speaking of information, they're going to be able to isolate GH, but GH, he's okay for the moment with the damage lacking. RP's out, but the Solar got him instantly in response. Jibbe was ready, and this is going to favor Avulus. Yeah, you've got the Aegis advantage, but it's just not good enough from NIGMA. Miracle is nowhere to be seen, and Noob is gone as well. With the previously the fights, Avulus are really tunnel visioning onto the IO, and maybe that can bite them in the back now with the damage output from the Daedalus. You leave Miracle alone.
And the Ghost Scepter on GH as well. That's another factor.
Speaking of Miracle, Avulus once again looking to put the pressure on. They're going to be able to catch Omar in the back line with a vision at the front of the T2 tower. These are back-to-back fights where they're going to be rewarded. Just the vision game from them so far has been...
break until he finds the right target, and preferably from the high ground as well, so they can get the jump like this.
They're going to see Miracle. Zip on forward. They're going to try and do their best to deal with the support. The IO is gone. It's Samael as well. Avulus showcasing the damage burst. It's too much. Miracle's going to do his best, but he cannot get any right clicks off. Not the fight once again. NIGMA, they are crumbling 3 fights in a row where Avulus are getting the jump, and we see what happens when they are the team that is initiating. These supports make sure they get farm on the map, and we've got a Wisdom Room as well. Sniper attempt. Noob. I mean, he's going to be able to get it. Stormstormer once again is going to be able to find the IO with the backline. NIGMA, they do have a couple of heroes nearby. Unfortunately, Noob doesn't have this ability to be able to get that quick tether away, so they're going to hold him into place to try and force the fight if you're NIGMA. Noob's doing whatever he can, but everyone else on NIGMA are really hesitant. Is he actually going to get out though? This charge doesn't go up on the high ground, looks for the TP. Noob! Oh my god, so close. Meanwhile, actually, who have they isolated? Stormstormer. It's a late Solar Guardian, but it's enough to keep the Aegis alive. Miracle. Starbreaker Slam holds him into place. Can Avulus keep up with the Gyrocopter though? The Aegis, he actually got the tick, so full mana. Stormstormer is going to be able to catch up to them. Meanwhile, Miracle inside. The mill's gone. Solo killed. It's too late from Omar. He attempted with the RP, but without Miracle, the damage, it's just not there. When Samael shows for a second, instantly Avulus, they smell blood in the water. They're going to chase down the Coddle. Just nowhere is safe. And
what does he have it? He actually has Refresher now on the Razor. That's a pretty big item to be able to go in and commit with that BKB.
Miracle farming the Ancients. Eki, the vision game once again. Vision onto the IO. GH isn't going to be able to find the tether away. They knock him away further from the NIGMA heroes.
Not a ton of control.
Hopefully they're going to be able to make it out. Miracle, did they get a glimpse of the Gyro? They do. TP, Ekrosop is going to be in time. The Solar Guardian is quicker. That's... Okay, even for the Wisdom Room.
Sure. They can force a defensive movement. Well. Why not?
They're actually starting to move back for Noob, though. So as soon as they see the relocate, along with the Gyrocopter involved in that, they know that Noob is a little bit split away, and a BKB TP out, it's just not going to work. You always know that Eki is going to be there. There's no way he's not going to show up, so Noob's down. This is silver lining, but you're being inside your base. It's a bit easier for these squishy heroes to position safely.
Oh, hold on. They've expected that they're coming up here.
Miracle just trying to get a little bit of farm, whatever he can to get closer towards the items, but yeah, they are both dead. That is...
They do their best to delay this Aegis timing as much as possible. Thankfully for NIGMA, they've got buybacks on both of these heroes, but that's what AVULUS were waiting for. They didn't want to repeat. Hold on.
RP. Into the buyback. Skewer back inside the base. It's all or nothing here for NIGMA. They need to get Miracle into the middle, and the Ekrosomp from Seneko disrupts the backline. Seneko not able to win their man fight, so they're going to be able to kill him. Aegis gone as well, and AVULUS probably happy with that. You get a couple of buybacks out. 3 buybacks, in fact.
Expensive fight. They'll not be able to part of it.
And for the lasso, already tethered up. Eki might be able to get the solo kill. Look at the damage onto Miracle, and that's a dieback on your Gyro. Nothing left in the tank is NIGMA. Without that carry with the damage, it's going to be non-existent. AVULUS, they're going to be even in up out best of 5 grand finals. We got a 1-1 heading into game 3.
Gotta say, it's a pretty similar story to game number 1, right? It was 30 minutes. It was a pretty definitive win probability, about 70 or so % in favor of AVULUS. The difference this time around, respecting the high ground IO that they have on NIGMA Galaxy. Not wanting to go up onto it. Morphling in the lane. Could work.
It's looking honestly pretty decent. Both sides have a lot of denies. Seneko, not the level 3 that you were waiting for, but they're going to make it go beforehand. Seneko maybe thinking about getting range for the deny, but that's not going to be the case. Omar is able to bring him down, and they will farm up some Eidolons as well after the kill. So NIGMA, very nice for them. A lot of experience, a little bit of gold as well. Cannot be complaining.
Beneath the tower means that if Stormstormer was the target of any sort of aggression coming through from NIGMA, he would be left on his own. Actually, with the lane where it is, he doesn't need to bring back.
As he got the damage, one more right click. It's actually going to be the Eidolon, Seneko. To ask, like, do we feel like NIGMA's timing in regards to, like, 2 items, do so with the TA Aegis is going to be something that is a bit of a concern, as Seneko should be solo killed by Noob. They've got the Solar Guardian, actually. Up here from Jibe, the stun's going to be there for the last right click, and the double connection from Eki. Well done. Quick level 6 from the Jibe Dawnbreaker, with the fact that he has been left solo in the lane, means they're able to get some big kills across.
I mean, Smiling Knight is the big... question mark for me though, right? Like I feel like he's just going to be able to get onto this Pugna, blow him up, get onto the Phoenix, force an earlier than ideal Supernova to come out, and they've already got a drums. Cute, yeah, that helped. A lot of these movements, a lot of these.
Okay,
yeah, should be able to get back. Might be in danger though, Eki. Actually commit.
They're actually looking for a nice position from Stormstormer with a wraparound of the Tiny. Would not be expecting that, but the Stampede, oh, it's not enough. The Starbreaker just clipping on the escape. The Stampede looked like it was going to be able to get them out of danger, but man, Jibe, great use of his ultimate. They might even look for the toss in now as well.
Look like a tasty little morsel, but it'll actually be going back the other way. Not wanting to give anything away.
He's going to be able to get the Sunkus off. Has a big Lotus. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Ain't gonna get anything off.
Nice movement though. Pull down, missing the stun onto Omar. A rare mistake from Eki.
Looks like it's not gonna cost them that dearly though. They're gonna be able to get the kill onto Omar. Actually, Stampede is there. However, Malefice should be able to slow them down. Meanwhile, over the right side, you've got Samael starting to move, but... And Deadeye scurries out. Omar is actually somehow still been able to escape out of the grass, but meanwhile, we've still got the fight. Eki slips in, gets the kill, tries to duck out. Not going to work.
Phoenix in particular, he is the one that's going to be, they're looking to try and make plays around on NIGMA Galaxy.
It's going to be AVULUS so that are making the plays first. T1 tower top looks free for them. Bottom lane as well, GH. Stormstormer's going to TP down and help out Jibe with getting the Pugna, who was trying to be a nuisance and take the tower.
Hold on. Coming onto the tower.
Can they?
Black hole.
They're going to blow him up from 4 to 0, and that's where the black hole is going to be able to come into play, but the TP is far too late and nothing they can do. Seneca, that is a worthwhile sacrifice. Another big kill into Miracle, and they... Are they going on Booster again?
Why not? He's the one you need to control.
They're thinking about going. We've seen multiple times, surely it's not going to be a third death in a row. This time he pops the stick and everything else, and well, the boys are close enough to be able to protect him. With the damage lacking from Avulus, they're going to be caught with their pants down, and I guess again they're on the casualties, so not the worst. You still have Smiling Knight, who's just... Unfortunately, that's going to be given over to the hands of Avulus, who are already setting up bottom. With the daytime vision, Stormstorm is going to be able to get the jump, and with the burst, they're good for a big kill. That's a lot of the team fight from NIGMA. And they're also going to be able to run into GH in the tree line, so another kill, and great use as well of the daytime advantage that the Dawnbreaker is going to get with that 20-minute mark. And Avulus are looking very clean. They're also...
Don't think it's going to be worth popping the Solar Guardian onto a Centaur on his own. As hello.
Cool. Okay, Stampede. They get a glimpse of Stormstormer. Solar Guardian.
That's what.
Once again, Jibe using this perfectly to be able to keep some of his heroes alive. Now, with all this going on, we also have an attempt on a Miracle on the opposite side of the map. So, yeah, you're killing Omar, but your carry's going down, and it's not just your carry, because shortly it's going to be your mid laner as well. NIGMA, it's just another crumble for them. 8,000 deficit. Eki might be the casualty of war by the looks of it. Hopefully they're going to have the damage over time, but it means that Smiling Knight really doesn't have much to fear. Doesn't have the greatest heroes to play with a Replicate. Forced to go into the Phoenix, dive in aggressively. Stormstorm has been able to swing a Nova. It's going to be a 5-man wipe across the map. Multiple fights are breaking up, but Avulus...
catch the Dawn somehow so that you're not able to just instantly join the rest of the team, because feels like that's what's happening every time, and now Chibe has Ag Scepter.
And we're going to see that Scepter come into play to try and keep Seneca alive, who will actually end up ticking out to the Nether Ward. They got to get more, NIGMA. Like, maybe this is your opportunity for more kills. Supernova dropped inside the river. This is going to help secure the kill onto Jibe. Meanwhile, Omar as well has been able to dodge in and out of the fight, making it very difficult for Stormstormer. Finally going to be able to get the Centaur, but it has taken them far too long, and it's given to the Dawnbreaker. They've got a decent ward plane behind Jibe. And yeah, they're going to be able to get it by the looks of it. This Spirit Vessel is, okay, in with the Solar Guardian instead of out. Wasted a little bit of time, but the TPs are late to the tier 1 tower. Maybe if someone came actually a little bit earlier, we may have seen some turn potential, but now they are not going to be able to catch NIGMA on the escape. Eki running into Samael, but he's okay. Ducks out without any stuns, and Omar looks like they're going to be able to catch up to the Sentinel at the least. They're not done just yet. Look at this. Avulus on the prowl, continue to try and charge on forward, wanting to get a glimpse of any hero, and they might have done just that. Eki sees the courier. That's a beacon for a free kill.
Glimmer Cape is not going to do anything at protecting you against the Nyx Assassin. You might have a little bit of that extra magic resist, which is going to help you out, but he will still be able to find and kill. Even Stormstormer just waiting in this quote-unquote safe area off to the side, trying for a bit of a blind jump, and they're going to find it.
Wow, look at that. Rewarded with the jump from Stormstormer.
They think they've got vision, but, well, they do. On the top side, going to take a little bit for them to act. TA.
Samael took the Watcher as well.
Can't afford to do that.
They no, you cannot at all. Look at Avulus as well. Like, there is a zero hesitation. If they see an opportunity,
the glyph, but still, this push just continues forward. Are they going to be able to take out Miracle here?
Miracle, it looks like they might be able to, but the Stone Gaze activated. Is that actually enough with the waveform over the top? Miracle's falling low. GH doing everything he can to keep alive. The Supernova is good as well. I mean, this is a potential fight for them to convert to massive kills. Smiling Knight could burn out to the Sun Ray. That's actually not going to be the case. Waveform, nothing going to stop that.
So having the True Strike might get that quick burst that you need to at least be able to start a lot of these fights. They might catch Miracle off on his own, though.
Charge. A successful fight is going to help them secure Roche. They're going to get a quick and easy kill onto one support. And without hesitation, we'll chain it into a second. Unfortunately for NIGMA, they're going to be forced to give up the area, which will give second Ages and also the banner to the
point with the ultimate still.
Eki tries to get the jump, but the counter's going to be there. Centaur puts himself on a silver platter. Omar protected momentarily, but that is now a 4v5. He's got to buy back with the high ground, about to be under siege with the Aegis still for another minute. Yeah, they're going to try and make this attempt from NIGMA. Storm is showing inside the lane currently. It's up to Omar to be able to get the jump. He's going to try and TP out. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to get him. They have to go for Seneca once again over to the right side. Eki. I mean, this next assassin always on patrol. And now with a 4v4 favoring AVULUS. No Phoenix call for them to play with. Miracle still around the high ground, looking for the illusion bait, but...
yes, he has finished that up. So against the double range carry, it's going to be very effective, and that will not be effective.
It's a big snipe.
Hold on. Backline.
Stormstormer, an aggressive jump in once again. They're going to be able to take the Phoenix out, forcing a supernova, but it's not the greatest one because they have nothing to protect it. There's just no stuns, nothing to be able to prevent AVULUS from being able to turn towards the heroes now. Medusa does look like she's going to be okay for the moment. Force starts to get her back towards the safety of the base, but we just see the egg is always vulnerable inside these team fights.
It's good usage of the Stone Gaze to try and protect him, but...
triple stun. I mean, that's a great stun. You've got that into the control for Miracle as well. They're going to be able to secure the kill into Eki. Now, Smiley might aggressive waveform in. 42. Didn't do it?
Nope.
Okay.
It's Ogre.
Oh, bro. Smiley Knight is completely away from the team with the Aegis.
Oh, there we go.
You do have Shibe's global potential, of course. Smiley Knight wants to play. Aegis gone. Supernova directly on the head as well. Before the Aegis tick, they're going to be looking for the stump, but he can waveform away. Then when the backline gets assassinated, they've lost GH, and they're probably going to lose more members as well.
Miracle, they found
Black Hole solo use onto Miracle. There's going to be no way to counter that. AVULUS, it's just been them pretty much from start to finish. It's been a beautiful performance, clean as you could ever ask for.
The tree
and there is going to be no escape for the sole survivor. Finally, we get
there, but in traditional NIGMA style, they are not going to call GG until the throne has about 1 HP left on it, just to keep them guessing. Keep this game going.
Yes, guess further.
There we go. So 2 games in a row now for AVULUS after a... and I just mentioned the various... Be joining Talon as the first qualified team. Look at the body blocks actually coming out here from Jibe on top. They're going to get this kill.
Man. Wow, just...
All 3 lanes, though, going in AVULUS' favor.
They are indeed. Previously, we've seen it's been kind of favoring NIGMA. Decent skewer from Omar puts Seneko well and truly in NIGMA's side of the map. Seneko is going to be able to get the kill and almost somehow luckily getting a deny. Or did he I guess he poisoned. Okay. Very cute if he deliberately did that.
I missed there.
Playing indeed. Okay. So 3-3 going to be enough. Miracle just able to stay alive, but they're still going to be able to catch up to him with the vision from the Wolves to help out with the toss. Could be...
No stacks yet built up by Omar. It's actually Seneko looking to kind of scout this one out a little bit, and there we go. First Raw used onto the Shadow Demon. He'll take every little bit of this free farm that he can. And he switched things up, going for the Aghanim Scepter as well. Not sure how I feel about it.
Okay.
You know, it's not exactly like you've got a Lycan's not going to be standing nearby you, so you're not going to get a lot of value out of the Drums of Slum from that. Don't really feel like Bristleback cares all that much. The damage that he's able to output is going to overextend.
Miracle top lane? Looking for the solo kill. Miracle! I don't know if Jibe was maybe focusing too much on the micro to assist with Eki going for the Phoenix, but as soon as the Echo Slam is at the ready, Miracle. Honestly, that was a massive kill. A whole deck of Stormstorm is starting to chase down Omar with the poison stacking up onto Seneko. Skill under the tier 2 tower. GH is here. It's not the most important here in regards to the damage output, but they're going to have detection, at least from the Phoenix. Banishment, it's there, but it's not going to matter. He's still in range. Tornado is going to clip him from afar as well. At least he gets the toss beforehand, but Samel should be ready for the cleanup. Nothing Eki can really do. Chucks out a random spell, but that's a double for Nuke.
They'll even see with the Wolves walking near Samael, they got the cold feet from the Ghost Walk.
Now they're going to try and turn it. Tornado disrupts the Stormstormer spells, but he's still going to get it off the last second. Miracle chucks up the Acro Slam. It's not enough at the moment for Stormer until the rest of the heroes are required to come in range. It looks like they're going to get it, but it takes too long. Jibe's been freely been able to chew away the life of the Earthshaker, and now they're going to go towards GH as well. Now, Sumail, by himself for the moment, with the spell still on cooldown, he's in a lot of danger. One more second until he's able to get some separation with the Ghost Walk being back up. So it looks
like that's the consideration for them, but like even just the Helm of the Overlord on its own is enough to force NIGMA to respond, and you might end up losing something.
Tornado. It's going to enable Noob to be able to get in range here with the Roar, and Avalanche comes up to try and disrupt, so they have to use the RP, a lock committed for just to kill the Tiny, and it's taking too long. And it's taken far too long. It's a massive deafening blaster, but the expire will come soon. It's just not quick enough. The turnaround, it's going to be there. NIGMA, the spell casting, perfect with a Sunstrike connecting. Sumail's Invoker, finally. We're seeing the presence of the star power out of NIGMA, and they might be able to get more as well. But the shockwave from downtown, NIGMA are good for 4
seconds for the Echo Slam. They just look to, once again, play around that Helm of the Overlord and keep pushing forward.
Oh, that's a great ward for them to defend their high ground with. Eki's going to run straight to Sumail, and Miracle's going to jump in with a quick blow up. Slugger sends his body flying. Now Miracle's already looking for more. Has the Fissure to potentially block them off. Comes off cooldown a little bit too late though, so the Bristleback's able to slip down as well. Double kill for the boys on NIGMA.
A couple of wards though placed down. I think that was one of the big difference makers previously, although the Wolf will be able to scout inside the pit, realizing that they're not fully on committing to it. Eki, this is really far forward.
Dude, they see Eki. Hang on, Eki, can you be here? But they're going to have to drop the RP. It's not the greatest initiation. They didn't fully commit onto Eki. They had an opportunity. It takes too long. And now they're just crumbling. What was that? Eki ran forward. They saw the lion, but somehow it actually worked out in Avulus's favor. And Sumail just gets in range out of the dust. Miracle, however, even time for Avulus to respond, and also the abilities are off cooldown. And Stormer, is he going to be able to time it? No, Aegis snatch from Noob. He's going to lose the life pretty early on. Looks like the Sunbury heals enough to keep him healthy. Meanwhile, Sumail on the front line. Oh, it's a big echo. Miracle clips multiple heroes on the back climb. The banishment. It's there in time to be able to keep Stormer alive. The egg's going to go off as well with the turnaround. Noob controlling the Bristleback, but they do not have a way to hit him from the front. The Quills latching on to everyone. He'll finally go down at the tail end, but it's just not going to matter. Seneko out of all heroes with the triple kill. Noob almost crit down. So close. But NIGMA, they're hesitant to punish, but NIGMA are starting to move over. Maybe looking for a skewer from Omar.
No cooldowns other than just the Primal Roar. Ravage!
Man, the Hawk and the goddamn Wolves, dude!
Wolves need no armor.
Okay.
Miracle's on the side. He wants to... and allows Omar to be a little bit more of a consistent presence in a lot of these team fights. Big Rainbow TP's coming back. All the boys dive in. Stormer.
Aggressive jump up. Stormer. Onto the high ground he goes, trying to create some chaos. Miracle is weak early to start the fight.
That's a decent
nice
one.
RP over to the right side, though, with a supernova combo. Now they need to win this team fight. The spellcasting has been perfect for them so far, but they do not have anything less to deal with Smiling Knight. You use all your spells to start, and that means the Bristleback should be able to go uncontested, but the vision's going to be there. There's no sneaky Ghost Walk escape. Miracle's going to try and TP out in their face. He's out, and Noob is good as well. For the specific game and utilizing that gold. I think we're really seeing that from supports just have so much value with this. Noob is farming under the Observer Ward, and Storm will be the amp damage. War tries to come through, but Storm is going to be able to disrupt that, and Eki's in with a nuke.
Well, worth dropping that one. Level 13, so doesn't have that long on cooldown, just the 90 seconds.
You also see Miracle under the Observer Ward.
He's going to need to pop another beacon.
The vision game again from Avulus. We praised it earlier in the series, and it's going to continue into this all-important game 4.
See that the Wolf is coming.
Okay, Smiling Knight is
solo.
Completely far away from the team. He is solo. No one else here. You RP'd, but you cause don't have buybacks.
They needed to do something, otherwise...
Again, the vision. We're going to have to see a gem at some stage here for NIGMA, because the Wolves, the Wards...
Up top.
Radiant, they have their own gem. Omar. Alright, not a bad draw. They're going to be able to get both supports by the look for... That is perfect. What are they doing? Actually, with 2 supports like deep inside NIGMA's jungle without any other radiant cores nearby?
They're just setting up some wards. It's fine. It's normal stuff to be doing at this point in the game. They're probably not expecting that deep of a defensive ward from Omar. We say that, all of these things are being committed onto the top side of the map, and Smiling Knight is just whacking away at that tier 3 tower. Finally, you know, some pings. So you've just finished up a refresher on GH. So he's got double usages of that.
Inside the river. Looking for the toss back. Noob able to activate the BKB. Might need to try and roar as well for the bonus lifesteal to play with. Supernova's on the opposite side of the river. It's going to help them at least retreat and reset the team fight, but it is now a big ultimate put on cooldown, and Miracle slowed down for the group, continuing to try and jump away, but they need to get out on NIGMA. This is not a fight you can take, and unfortunately, you might be forced to do it. Samael getting cricked down thanks to Jibe's like, and it's a Supernova aggressively put in the middle. Miracle try and jump over the top of the left side. Again, they're not dealing with Seneko. The banishment's keeping these cores alive. Miracle's going to try and do his best to Stormstormer, living on a slither of health. No way, dude. No way he lives.
It's over.
The supports, the cores, everyone. Avian has been the wards, apparently invis runes as well to scout them out. There's the wolves, speaking of mine. Noob Smoke's gonna pop. Stormstorm actually blinks close toward NIGMA's side of the map again. Noob's gonna be able to respond in kind with the BKB, but he's running at them, and you can't be roaring the Bristol back. That's not good enough if you're gonna win this team fight. He doesn't have a buyback, and up with the backline, Jibe. RP Supernova dropped in the head. Miracle's gonna be good for one. They'll get rid of Eki, but this is a lot used in NIGMA. They've got nothing left in the takedown with a BKB just before the Echo Sam. What is going to stop Smiling Knight? There is absolutely nothing. Your base is not safe. You've got no buybacks as well. And you might not even make it close to the fountain. You do have to be cautious about a potential skewer back. Omar is ready for that, but they're just going to poke them from afar. Eki gets so close to getting the kill onto Samael, but it doesn't even matter in
wave. That is another 2 lanes of racks that they're able to claim. Just keeping an eye on that Magnus. That's going to be the main thing for them, and Omar's actually caught him out.
Once again, Refresher going to be used for Phoenix, but it's not going to matter. Omar's gone 70 seconds without the mag. And GH might have to use... Jesus, what is the damage?
1 shot down to about a 3rd HP. That is absolutely crazy. Even a Blink Dagger on Shibe, just 10 seconds away from his shapeshift. Looking to try and dive in onto the back lines.
Stormstormer again. Toss up in the air, but the nuke is going to buy back at least. Noob trying to blow him up. Seneko does get the banishment out, but it's going to cost him his own life. Now Stormstorm is stuck in the middle as well. They're going to be able to get the Tiny. But it looks like Smiling Knight turning to try and deal with the objectives. Meanwhile, Jibe wanting Noob. He's not going to be able to get it, but the looks of the Sunray Hill, that'll be able to keep their Beastmaster alive. Can they catch up to the like? Nice fissure, Miracle, point blank, just on the edge. Perfect placement. Making sure that Jibe does not slip out.
They're on the edge, but it's...
Inside the base, potentially from AVULUS. They're going to trail the supports. Use that as a bit of a bait. Miracle might pop out, but... goes and gets to the safety of the top side of their base, and they will continue to stalk. Omar would have been a great opportunity. Zapped away. Quick and easy kill. At least he's got a buyback.
Be a little careful here.
They're going to go for Stormstormer, really? This is a big opportunity to them. Noob as well. They're going to be able to find the Shadow Demon. Not a bad way to start. They'll also be able to turn back to deal with Stormstorm with a buyback RP over the southern side. Are they going to be able to get the follow-up, though? The spell casting coming through shortly. They're doing their best to kite Smiling Knight, but this was a lot used for the first round of the fight, and they might not have anything left. Miracle trying to get out of dodge, but the enchant totem distance is not enough, and he doesn't have a buyback. It's a 4v5. Nice time in the egg, at least before the avalanche, but they're not going to be able to hold anyone into place, so no value out of the second egg by the looks of it.
The hats.
They might lose Omar again, dude. Eki is just destroying them. The finger damage.
The wobbly tower ends up going for the tier 4s. They're trying to close it out here, and like you said, no buybacks available. The break wasn't all that impactful in the last fight. Poor Miracle able to get a couple of supports, but at the end of the day, they're not the ones killing you.
It's going to be a Hail Mary, man. It's going to be a Hail Mary, and I don't even think they're going to have an opportunity before they get the jump in. Samael's going to buy back at least. Noob's Roar is back up, but again, the banishment. Whenever there's a Roar, you bet there's going to be a banishment soon to follow as well. Smiling Knight, you know he wants to jump inside the base. He wants to be able to find these kills. And that's coming any moment now as soon as the Gs are out as well. Congratulations, AVULUS.